Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today I am going to read out the book The Truth written by Robert G. Ingersol, the famous American writer and orator who campaigned in defense of agnosticism. He was also nicknamed the Great Agnostic. Now, from his book The Truth, we will go through the first chapter. The Truth. Through millions of ages, by countless efforts to satisfy his wants, to gratify his passions, his appetites, man slowly developed his brain, changed two of his feet into hands, and forced into the darkness of his brain a few gleams and glimmerings of reason. He was hindered by ignorance, by fear, by mistakes, and he advanced only as he found the truth, the absolute facts. Through countless years, he has groped and crawled, struggled and climbed and stumbled towards the light. He has been hindered and delayed and deceived by augurs and prophets, by popes and priests. He has been betrayed by saints, misled by apostles and Christs, frightened by devils and ghosts, enslaved by chiefs and kings, robbed by altars and thrones. In the name of education, his mind has been filled with mistakes, with miracles and lies, with the impossible, the absurd, and infamous. In the name of religion, he has been taught humility and arrogance, love and hatred, forgiveness and revenge. But the world is changing. We are tired of barbarian Bibles and savage creeds. Nothing is greater. Nothing is of more importance than to find, amid the errors and darkness of this life, a shining truth. Truth is the intellectual wealth of the world. The noblest of occupations is to search for the truth. Truth is the foundation, the superstructure, and the glittering dome of progress. Truth is the mother of joy. Truth civilizes, ennobles, and purifies. The grandest ambition that can enter the soul is to know the truth. Truth gives man the greatest power for good. Truth is sword and shield. It is the sacred light of the soul. The man who finds a truth lights a torch. How is truth to be found? By investigation, experiment, and reason, we can find the truth. Every human being should be allowed to investigate to the extent of his desire, his ability. The literature of the world should be open to him, nothing prohibited, sealed, nor hidden. No subject can be too sacred to be understood. Each person should be allowed to reach his own conclusions and to speak his honest thought. He who threatens the investigator with punishment here or hereafter is an enemy of the human race. And he who tries to bribe the investigator with the promise of eternal joy is a traitor to his fellow men. There is no real investigation without freedom, freedom from the fear of gods and men. So, all investigation, all experiment should be pursued in the light of reason. Every man should be true to himself, true to the inward light. Each man, in the laboratory of his own mind and for himself alone, should test the so-called facts, the theories of all the world. Truth, in accordance with his reason, should be his guide and master. To love the truth, thus perceived, is mental virtue, intellectual purity. This is true manhood. This is freedom. To throw away your reason at the command of churches, popes, parties, kings, or gods, it is to be a serf, a slave. It is not simply the right, but it is the duty of every man to think, to investigate for himself, and every man who tries to prevent this by force or fear is doing all he can do to degrade and enslave his fellow men. So, in this first chapter, the writer Robert J. Ingersol has explained is that man, since his origin, how he has been struggling to find the truth amidst all the obstacles in his journey. By investigation, experiment, and reasoning, the man slowly started developing his life and learned to think with freedom for true manhood. In the coming episode, we shall go through his explanation about how every man should be mentally honest and the reason to be intellectually hospitable. We shall meet again in the next episode. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon.